welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to rip a audiobook / radio drama. Today's video is going to focus on a radio drama and how to get it as an audio file on your computer. Then I'm going to show you how to make it visible on your phone. Stay tuned. The first step is to take your CD and place it into your computer CD drive. This is a great way to get started. If you don't have a CD drive, you can find one on Amazon for around 20 bucks. After that, open the Windows Media Player Legacy app. If you do not have this on your computer, you can download it from the Windows App Store. Next, you're going to navigate to the RIP settings. I recommend ripping your CD at 320 kilobits. Then hit RIP. This may take 10 to 15 minutes to completely rip your CD, or if you have a high-speed CD ripping drive like I do, this might take as little time as 5 minutes. And that's the CD ripped. Now, if you're like me and have an album with 2 CDs, now would be the time to insert the CD. And that's disc 2 ripped. Now we don't need Windows Media Player anymore. What we will need to is find where the files went. Here we go, disc 1 and 2. Now the first thing you want to establish is, do you want to combine the tracks? These tracks do not need to be combined. Let's put this into the tag scanner. I want to go through and remove the disc from album name. I go over here to album, and I'm just going to delete disc. Save change, and there we go. Now when it comes to track here, I see this is perfectly fine. Let's close this and open disc 2. Same thing on the album. Now let's open these side by side. If this was an audiobook where I had to deal with chapters, this would be a very different process and a lot easier to follow along with. Sadly, it's not. The big thing here is going to be tracks. This might not seem important, but this is very important to success. Without these tracks lining up properly, this will not work. So what you're going to do is, so the track here is 25. We're going to want to call track 1 here 26. Same thing here. And that's the last one named. You want to check to make sure these are correct. Which they look to be so. Now we can exit both of these programs and open back up our files. Check to see if Windows sees it that way. See, Windows sees it. So what we're going to do is grab all these and put it into disk 1. Now watch. We can now completely sort it by file number. Now we did this, we're going to want to rename this and get rid of disc 1 back to just the album name. Delete our last one and open this up in Tag Scanner. I do not want to download the latest version. We're going to select all this and make sure we fix all the little variable issues, like adding a final count and adding how many discs there are. This is extremely important for this to work. Another thing is title and album. We want to get rid of these part 1, part 2, part 3. And as we see, all of these are the exact same name. We could just copy that, select all, Control V, and save. There we go. File names do not matter. Do not pay attention to file names. Do not touch file names. File names, unless you are truly dealing with chapters, do not play a big role here. What does play a big role is album art, something that we're going to want to add. Conveniently, I already found the album art for this. The bigger the higher resolution the album art, the better. Unfortunately, I could not find high quality album art. What you're going to do is select all, take your album art and drag it here, and hit save. Now every file has a thing of album art. Now, if we were to open the file, album art, now that's done, you're going to want to take your file and put it wherever you put your audiobooks. For me, that is on my mass storage drive. It's loaded over. Now we're going to open up Plex. Now that we open up Plex, I should say Plex is very picky when it comes to audiobooks, so we want to scan files. We see now the book has appeared here perfectly fine. No issue with the name, the book title, and the chapters all seem to load in. Now this is a really easy book to do, as a book like Harry Potter, for instance, may have every single chapter split into 5 or 6 tracks you have to add together. If you're interested in how to do that, I have an upcoming video to show you how to add tracks together to make your audiobooks more beautiful in your library. But now let's get to the more important task on hand, how to listen. Okay, now that you've created your audiobook and added it to your Plex library, you probably want to know how you listen to it. Well, I got a simple app for you, Prologger, an iOS exclusive paid-for app. Now that I have my audiobook, we just need to sign into my Plex library, refresh the library. Now enter books, there it is. I can see how when it was published, the length, file size, bitrate, codec, and the compressor. Chapters are all arranged here, and I can download the book. And we see on our local connection, I'm almost maxing out the write speed of my iPhone. Book, or in this case, audio drama, you probably wonder, well, does it work that good? And I report that this is one of the best audiobook apps I have used. Unfortunately, it is an iOS exclusive app. And I hope this tutorial showed you how to make an audio drama available to listen on your iPhone or iOS device using Prologger and Plex. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see another. And I hope you'll watch another tutorial of mine later. Bye!